Everything you are about to witness is for entertainment purposes only.
Greenland has chosen war with the United States and has chosen NATO as their defender. Trump sent a warning to NATO yesterday saying that if America invades Greenland, NATO needs to stand back, and that any NATO troops on the island would result into a war with America. And today, the Greenland Prime Minister has asked NATO for formal protection and rejected all ties with the United States, meaning there will be no negotiations. And Trump has made it clear, quote, "We will have Greenland and will not rule out military force." The situation now is if the United States puts a soldier on Greenland, NATO Article 5 will be activated. At the request of Denmark, who is the owner of Greenland, and NATO, more specifically France, has already chosen their side, stating that they will come to support the Danes. And even plans are being drafted behind closed doors for a NATO defense of Greenland against the United States, with French nuclear submarines leading the way. It's already reported that Trump is more than ready to sacrifice NATO in order to acquire Greenland. Who would win? Comment below, NATO or the United States?
The guy who helped Elon buy Twitter just bought TikTok, and our feeds are going to be his on January 22nd. This is Larry Ellison, the third richest man in the world. He's been buying up media companies and social platforms like he's collecting them. So let's look at some of the logos he's purchased recently. First, he gave Elon $1 billion to help him purchase Twitter. Larry is the largest individual investor in the entire Twitter deal. Then he bankrolled his son buying Paramount. That's CBS News, Comedy Central, Nickelodeon, MTV combined. Then he went ahead and bought the Free Press. And he's currently bankrolling a hostile bid for Warner Brothers to the tune of $40 billion. That includes CNN and HBO. And now, thanks to Trump, he owns TikTok. This man is building a media empire, from our feeds to our movies to our TV to our newspapers. He's currently working to buy it all. And I don't know about you guys, but I do not want TikTok to feel like what Twitter feels like now. And that's probably where we're headed. Larry is the self-proclaimed best friend of Elon Musk. This is the guy that is taking over TikTok on January 22nd. This is why the open social web is so incredibly important and why we built Skylight on open social. I don't want to create another platform that a billionaire could just purchase. I believe in creator rights and user rights, and I believe we deserve platforms where we own the accounts we create and the audiences that we build. No more closed platforms that get sold to the highest bidder. I want open platforms where users and creators have power. And that's why I built Skylight. There's already over 41 million people on Open Social, and we'd love for you to join. Right now, we're a small crew building Skylight. We don't have billions, but we're working hard to build a home for creators and users.
Maybe younger generations are waking up. Maybe they're making better decisions. Something to celebrate. Good job, guys.
All right, folks. Look at it. It's starting to come out. Bam! Already ERO. The ERO, Enforcement and Removal Operations Team. That's our foreign involvement right there. These people are from the blue country. That's who's infiltrated our streets. This was a post that just popped up on Telegraph. And look, he's back there in the back for a different shot. Yep. The ERO, folks. It's not ICE. This is more than 50% is IDF or ex-IDF. This is foreign invasion.
Fun fact, Congress members get a meal allowance of $79 per day. Meanwhile, the president wants you to learn how to eat for $3 a meal. Stop letting them treat you like garbage.
Look, if you want to be a proud American, hoorah, you want to stay and fight for your country, all right, I respect it. But in my personal opinion, America is not, living here is not giving me any, it's not giving me any kind of life I can set up for myself. I literally go to work to pay my rent, to buy food, and that's it. And I can barely afford to do that.
Yep.
Barely afford to do that. I mean, I go to the grocery store and I buy a couple packages of ground beef and some frozen vegetables, and it's like I'm already at $100-something, and it's like, well, where does money go?
That's real. That's a real thing.
I didn't splurge on anything. I'm not buying a bunch of seafood. I'm not buying anything fancy. It's like, no, you're not buying anything fancy. The majority of people are just buying regular food, and they can't make it.
This is literally like almost every person's reality. People are getting laid off. They can't afford basic groceries, and it's getting bad. So like, I don't see what's holding people back to leaving America. when you can't even build a life for yourself here. Like, that's literally like what it's all about. You literally wake up, pay bills, and work. That's it.
So you're telling me that if you were to go into your bank account, digitally increase your balance, and use that new balance to buy things, it'd be called fraud, right? But when the Federal Reserve does that, it's called monetary policy.
This is Erica Kirk. Another Erica Kirk. Same exact name, same exact spelling, both political wives, both married to outspoken Republicans. Current Erica is nicknamed Miss Arizona, and the first Erica was nicknamed Madam X. People called the first Erica Kirk Madam X because they say she just kind of showed up out of nowhere. Both have striking blue eyes and blonde hair. They even do their eyeliner the same, and personally, I think they have the same face structure. The first Erica Kirk passed away now, but was from Palm Beach County, Florida, which raises another huge red flag. If you've been following my videos, you know why. I don't want to tell you guys what to think. I'm simply giving you the information. Do you think these are like all coincidences, or is there something else going on here?
Haven't been to the movies in a while. $27.98 for a large popcorn, 2 regular drink, and a pack of candy? What the heck? 2 popcorn, 2 drink, and 2 packs of candy for $42.46? What? How long these prices been like this? Crazy!
There it is.
You stop saying, we need to tax the rich, we need to tax the rich, tax the billionaires, tax the bill. No, I don't want to tax billionaires. Not a single cent. I want a system where billionaires cannot exist. That's what I want. I don't want to put a Band-Aid on a brain tumor. I want to just remove the fucking brain tumor, okay?
Have you realized that the fast food restaurants stay open longer and open earlier than the grocery stores after COVID? What's that about? What's that about?
Who is this right here? Now, this is supposed to be Martin Lawrence, but how does he look like his old self, like young, like it looks like he went into a time machine? This man, mind you, is 60 years old currently, right? So how did he change his appearance so much to look younger? How? I guess it's just weight loss, right? Right? And, hey Martin, if it is just weight loss, I want to know what is your secret, because I need to drop some pounds myself. Because why do these celebrities look different every single time you see them, you know? They like change their looks. They look younger, they'll look older, they'll look completely different. What is really going on? I don't know, guys. This is the Martin I remember, right here, right here. So how does he look like he went into a time machine and he looks like he's like 20 or 30 again? Something ain't right.
He's the Burj Khalifa of humans. Can you two stand up real quick? Those guys might be the tallest guys I've ever seen in my life. And I've just been staring at them this whole time. How tall are you guys? Wait, here, could you actually just come up real quick? Could you stand beside my CEO, Jeff, real quick, just for a comparison? I don't know these guys. This isn't planned. They walked in and it was, are you an NBA player? Are you actually? Oh, okay. Wow. Is this not crazy? I don't want to stand up because I'm going to look like short. Okay, what is this? This is ridiculous. I feel like a toddler. Hey, wait, so you said you're an NBA player?
How are you? Wow, you guys have big hands.
That's crazy. Anyways, I'm sidetracking everything. I don't know, they just walked in and it looked like skyscraper.
I just got a letter in the mail that told me that I had to pay $3 every month for the privilege. of getting to pay my electrical bill using a credit card or a debit card, which is an insane thing because the alternative to a debit card or a credit card is cash or a check, which in the year of our Lord 2026 probably costs more to process. So really, this is just a frank cash grab because they can, because that's what happens when you pay off all of the legislators who are supposed to be holding you accountable.
This law doesn't go into effect until 2027. It will require kids pass a 5-step test before ditching the booster seat and relying solely on a seatbelt.
At 16 years old, you're going to have to meet specifications and pass the 5-step test in order to transition to out of a booster seat.
What are you guys thinking? All right, so you heard what I said about sitting in a car seat until, you're halfway through your teenage years and that you want to go hang out with your friends. Hey, Mom, hey, could you give me a ride to the skate park? So, yeah, your mom drops you off at the skate park. You guys are trying to be cool, friends outside. Your mom has to take you out of the car seat.
The rabbit that is known for Blink-182, he's the skanking rabbit. Dance has the kind of the arms in the position of a swastika. Of all the bands anywhere, Tom DeLonge is the guy who started to try to reveal this stuff to the Stars Academy, which fizzled out. But he is represented in a band that is using a swastika symbol, and he's been in pictures with the Freemasonic apron and all that kind of stuff.
The Blink-182 symbol of the rabbit, it's a swastika, and there's another Illuminati animal, the bunny rabbit, but there's also numbers too, like 182. The 182 edition of Mad Magazine, there's a bunny on it as well. And these numbers, 182, 281, I call it the 128 code. There's always something strange with it. There's always a connection, like with bridge collapsing. It's just wild. Just that number brings me down like a whole nother rabbit hole.
Did I just learn why Dora's name is Dora the Explorer? I was watching Dawson's Creek, and if you saw one of my posts recently, I've been watching it, but with Spanish subtitles to at least get some visuals on my Spanish. I know I should be watching TV in Spanish and with English subtitles, but bear with me. And they mentioned the word Girl Scout, and the translation was Exploradora. And so I went to Google Translate, and if you type in Girl Scout, the translation is Exploradora. Is that why her name is Dora the Explorer?
For the first time in history, Virginia just swore in a Muslim lieutenant governor using a Quran. I said this before and I will say it again. Islam is not compatible with America. And while soft Christians are saying Christians should stay out of politics, Islam is saying the opposite. Many Muslim leaders are saying we will take over America either by bullets or ballots. And they can't take over this country by bullets, so they're doing it by the ballots. And Christians need to stand up and enter into politics, period.
Okay, so Megan sleeps with this heating pad. And look, yes, we can see it. She hasn't laid on it tonight. This is just how her skin is now. Do you think that's normal? Megan, turn around, look at me. Look at
It's fine. I promise. The data centers are for a surveillance state. The data centers are for a surveillance state. The data centers are for a surveillance state.
Hey, you know they cured diabetes, right? Like somehow this managed to be big news all over the world, except for the United States. But yeah, scientists in Germany cured type 1 diabetes. It's a 18-month treatment using stem cell grown pancreatic cells. And 100% of the people who received this treatment no longer need insulin injections. They don't need blood sugar monitoring. And then after the 18-month treatment, 82% of them didn't need anything, like at all. The diabetes was just gone because the therapy restored the body's ability to produce its own insulin. Wild thing is, like, this should be huge. Somebody actually cured something. Because, like, we know here in America, our pharmaceutical industry doesn't do that. No, they create things to help you live with whatever the fuck you got. And let's also be real, the big problem in America isn't type 1 diabetes. No, it's It's the other one. It's the one that you're not going to solve with a treatment. You might actually have to get on a fucking treadmill.
Imagine finding out everything you knew about slavery was a lie.
We came over here in slave ships. Was that racism?
No.
That wasn't racism?
Why do you say that was racism?
To take capture and force people to go somewhere that they don't want to go.
And who were the racists promoting that, doing that?
The so-called white men.
No, that's not true.
It's not true.
Black people were sold into slavery by blacks. It was the Arabs who sold the blacks across the world. It wasn't white people who just tiptoed over to Africa and just took white folks. They were being sold by other black people. And they're still doing that today in parts of Africa where blacks are enslaved by other blacks and Arabs.
19,000 kilograms of Domino's pizza sauce was rejected after testing positive for ethylene oxide, a pesticide and known carcinogen hiding in the mix.
I'm not surprised.
Make these churches do what they supposed to be doing, y'all. What y'all don't know, churches are banks. There's no such thing as a church, y'all, that's for religion. Churches are banks. There's not a church in this world that's not financed by the bank. Not now one. You cannot open up a church without a bank business. Churches are banks. You know why I tell you? Can I give y'all some game? Why you think they take up tithes and offerings? See, y'all don't understand one thing about church. I told people a long time ago, when you take up tithes, that's really putting your money up. They just to rob y'all through the book of the Bible. They tell y'all in the Bible, it said, bring ye tithes into the storehouse, so we will be meat for room for me in my house. What do that mean? That means it's like a bank. Bring your money to the bank, put it inside the account, and when you come through here and you want to draw something out, it'll be there for you. I get you, ain't nobody in this world can go to your church right now and say, give me some money out of my tithes, you know. Because one thing about tithes, let me get y'all the game. It was a sacred thing. You put it in the envelope, put your 10% in the envelope, you lift the envelope, put your name on it. Guess what y'all didn't know? That envelope don't never supposed to be open. It's supposed to be put in your account. Oh, church, my bad, churches. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me because a lot of people want to come back and see if they got money in their account at the church. When y'all know, when you sign the contract with the bank, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Ain't no tax-free money around here. The offering, yeah, the church gonna pay for itself. You can do that. But bringing the tithes, using the Bible to rob the preach, but y'all didn't understand that.
What do you mean they're adding a 13th grade? So for those who don't know, the school system in America only goes from grades kindergarten through 12th grade. And 12th grade is when you're an 18-year-old and a senior in high school, and then you graduate. But now they're going to be adding a 13th year. And this is where it gets even more worse, because if you thought that you were in 12th grade this year and you're graduating, there's a very possible chance that you will not be graduating. Because the 13th grade literally sounds like the most stupidest thing ever. And part of the reason is that not enough kids right now are going to college, so they are making kids learn for one more year.
Second night in a row, they're back. I mean, this is pretty indisputable evidence. Those are orbs, they're floating on their own. Yeah, they're here.
Come with me to get ready to leave the house to go to work thanks to Dominion Energy. Let me show you what I do every single day I leave the home for the last month. Welcome to my meter box. We're going to switch off the bedroom, the washer, the kitchen counter, the dryer. We leave the outside unit on. We're going to even turn off the water heater. We're going to turn off the middle bedroom, the bathroom, the living room. Refrigerator stays on, the range stays on, the heat stays on. Everything else is off. But wait, there's more. We're going to come over here to this beautiful little electric panel. All right, as you can see, set to 68. We're going to move this all the way down to 60. It's down to 60. And now I'm going to go ahead and put on my coat and go to work.
You effing kidding me? I just opened up my electric bill that's due at the end of this month. $526.86. This is insane. How the fuck are people supposed to live anymore?
Fast food meat contain human DNA. Yes, it does.
We just saw nails that change color.
Okay.
There's no button, you just stick it in.
How do I know which color to keep it?
Pick the color on the app. So right now it's on this color right here, but if you connect the wand, you can pick any of the palettes that you create.
Can you pick one?
Yeah. So if I sync it like this, now it'll be blue.
Okay.
So it'll start cycling through, and then it'll end on blue.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, why were we never told about the ship that came to save the Titanic? Because I am distressed learning about it, okay? Sit down, because we're going to learn today. So as the Titanic was sinking, it was sending out distress signals, and nobody was responding, but the Carpathia, I think that's how you say the ship's name, the Carpathia's wireless operator was unlacing his shoes as he heard the signal coming through from the Titanic. He alerted the captain, and the captain decided, no, we're going to save them. He ran through that ship and was waking up all the crew members saying, we're going north. And he was letting their passengers know, we're not sinking, but we're heading north, and we're heading north like hell. As passengers, you kind of panic when you see all of the crew running around with life vests on, and they're like, oh my God, is something happening to us? And the captain was like, no, we're all good. We're just going to go save some people, okay? We got to prepare for an extra 200 people on the ship. So the capacity of the Carpathia was to only go 14 knots, and they worked the engine up so much to 17 knots that it is still not known how this ship did not explode. Like, the engine was so overworked. It could only, like I said, go up to 14. It went up to 17 to try to get to the Titanic faster. They're dodging icebergs. They're going at full speed. They got to the Titanic's last known location within 3 hours when it should have taken them 4. And when they got there, they just saw bodies floating in the water, and they asked the survivors, like, where is the Titanic? And someone said, she's underneath of you, sir. The captain's trying to gather his thoughts, like, oh my gosh, how many did you lose? Like hundreds? And the person's like, no, we lost thousands. And so they got all the survivors on the ship. They were able to save 705 people, and they docked on April 18th, 1912, where the Titanic should have been docked. And she ended her voyage in 1918 in July. She was taken out by a torpedo from a German U-ship in World War I. So now I'm going to go cry about this ship that came to rescue the Titanic, because why was I never taught about that?
Why aren't they giving us the full charging cable for things anymore? I want a cord that plugs into the fucking wall, because what is this? I had to go and steal this from a I want my thing to plug into the wall. That's what I want.
Please explain to me how this is a thing. It's your house. You're paying for it. You're paying for the property taxes, insurance. But when you want to do a project, you have to ask the city for permission if you can do it in your own house.
All of the princesses and queens are fucking dudes. I've been deep diving them. Let me show you a couple. Look at that dude. All of the princesses and queens are fucking dudes. I've been deep diving them. Let me show you a couple. Look at that dude. Oh, isn't he cute? What about this dude? Aw, Princess Nicholas. They let you keep your real name. You're a dude, bro. This is a boy. Oh. Oh, what masculine fucking features you have, you dude. Look at. Hi, princess. Tell me this isn't a fucking dude. Oh, princess fucking, who are you? Victoria or whatever? No. This is the creepy shit that the elites do. This is an inverted, this is sexual, it's deviant. I'll explain more. Hold on. Oh. You guys. Tell me that's not a boy. Okay, look at, this is Happy. Her name is Happy, and she's a fucking dude, and she's married to that Rockefeller guy. Oh, former CEO of Campbell Soup. You're a fucking dude. Dude. Avon. CEO of Avon. Old CEO of Avon. She's a fucking dude. Citigroup. Are you guys see this? You guys see this. Oh, hello, Princess Alexandria. The dude with the fucking, oh, no, they don't have balls though. This is the thing. They can change the sex. They're always, the devil cannot produce a woman, a natural woman that can reproduce. He's been able to do this kind of fucking creepy shit. Okay, they breed these children from a very young age. Even the boys. Hold on, I think I got one more. Hold on, I got two more. Look at. Oh, ooh, what strong jawline you have, you fucking dude. Okay, here's the last one. This is Louisa, Princess of something.
Have you noticed that it's always we can't afford to pay our workers more than $15 an hour, but it's never we can't afford to pay our CEO millions of dollars a year?
Listen to this. These, and people still get them because when they lock this internet up, ain't nobody streaming nothing. Streaming was created for real-time editing. The reason we're all into streaming, the reason why they took the hard drive out of the Apple TV, the reason why they don't want you with content is because they want to be able to alter content. See, if you're streaming, it's on their server, not yours. You don't own it. You don't even have it. That's why they sell a computer now, the fastest computer out right now, and the hard drive is tiny. Why you only give me 128 gigabytes? And then if you want more, you got to pay thousands of dollars. Absolutely. Why are they doing that? Because they want it in the cloud. Because two things happens if it's in the cloud. One, they have it. And the other thing is, they learn it. Metatron don't know. He's not omniscient. He's not like God or whatever. This demon spirit has to learn. They need our voices, our images, Dude, it's us. We're all cyborgs. There's a digital version of all of us in the hands of the enemy. He's created it from our uploads. He's showing all your birthdays, he's showing everything you do. He's learning. How else would the devil be omnipresent? He wants to be like God. The internet makes him omnipresent. That's crazy.
This is Florida's new license plate. Yeah, that's a foreign nation. The foreign nation that has specifically said that they want to affect our First Amendment right on Florida's license plate.
Hey, do you know how much Amazon gave us for a holiday bonus? After we show up every day, day in and day out, to make sure that their customers get their packages expeditiously, showing up in the snow, in the rain, in the sleet, no matter what's going on, we are there processing thousands and thousands of packages a day. We just processed 55,000 packages in 4 hours. Guess how much they gave us for our holiday pay? Zero. Nothing. They don't even pay us for the holiday. They just gave us the day off excused. Oh, you excusing me? Huh? That's crazy work. This company makes trillions of dollars and they treat the people like trash.
Y'all remember when it used to be so cheap to buy spaghetti, when spaghetti used to be the cheapest meal? They used to be like, you ain't got enough to feed your kids, go get some spaghetti. Y'all listen, I don't know about that, y'all, because baby, the meat alone is already $17. And then, truth be told, this is really not enough for my family because I need 2 of these, but I'm on a budget and I'm trying to make it work. But what I'm saying is, y'all, ain't no such thing as cheap food. Y'all see this? And guess what? I ain't got the corn. I ain't got no bread, but we gonna make it do what it do. Gonna go home and figure the rest out. More of the story is, y'all, stop telling folks that food is cheap. This shit is expensive. $17 for some meat. Oh!
So at this point, are we not tired of the lies? So IShowSpeed went to Egypt and he was being shown all of the statues and things like that. And Darren Watkins asked this lady, why is his nose broken off? And why is a lot of the statues' noses are gone? And she came up with this crazy explanation as to why they have no noses. But we all know why their noses are broken off. Because a certain people group went over there and they did not want people to know the true history of our world and who the people were during that time. And so they hit off the noses because noses give a complete distinction of a person's ethnicity and where they come from. So the easiest thing to do is to knock off their nose. That's why when you go to all of these historic places, you see a lot of statues with no noses. They do not want you to know in simple terms that they were black people, that they had these types of noses. They don't want you to know that. She comes up with this grand explanation as to why they did it and all these different things. It was like the standard of beauty and nah. And it's just like, bro, at this point, the lies are tiring. Like, is it that deep to just admit that black people are historic and we were around longer? Is it that crazy to admit?
Cause what you mean an ICE agent lied to his wife about his profession, and when she found out he was ICE, she divorced him. And in a petty ass move, he fucking had her detained.
When's the last time you guys went to Staples? Because these prices are fucking ridiculous. Open sign? Checked Amazon? $26. I don't know how much a shredder goes for. Probably not $180. Amazon, $20. All right, clearance. All right, what do you think this is worth? I don't know, $15? Nope, $85. This exact one on Amazon is $17. Bingham's? What is this? This is Staples. I get it. It's hard to compete with Amazon, but like, I'm not paying this.
So I had an interesting thing happen to me today at Walmart. Suspicious, more than interesting. But I was checking out, and I don't go to Walmart very often. I'm not a big Walmart fan, but I did today. And I checked out, and my total at the end was $108. And I went and put my card in the little reader, and I noticed that the card reader said $193. So I took it out real quick, looked at the screen. Screen said 108. Card reader said 193. Grabbed a girl. She couldn't fix it, and so she saved my transaction and checked me out on a different register. So they fixed it. It was fine. But I thought that was really odd, and I don't know if I would have ended up paying that if it actually would have gone through or not. But just be careful going through checkout this year with things. It's a little bit sketchy. Might have just been a glitch, but just something to be aware of.
Did you know the government hires drivers to make rush hour more stressful so that when you get home to with your family, you're pissed off, tired, stressed, and less likely to overthrow the government?
I'm friends with some of the top psychics and remote viewers in the world, and they're saying the same thing. One of them remote viewed Charlie, and she said she saw Erica with him, like her real soul.
Oh.
She's already passed and her body's possessed. It's her theory.
Really? That's crazy. So the Erica that we're seeing isn't
her, yeah. And I've had two of the top psychics tell me this.
She does look possessed.
She does. Like when you look at her, she switches.
She looks like the bride of Chucky.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but one of them also mentioned that there's 3 powerful groups after Candace, and she needs to be safe, and Charlie wants her to be really safe.
I have a weird irrational fear when I use the restroom. I have to look inside. So I went to do that, and new fear unlocked. Ready for this? What the hell is this? There's a whole animal in my toilet. What is this? Oh my god.